skip. But let's just do it. Right, 3, 2, 1, go. 4th time's the charm. Alright, kill him, lure him over, get him to knock me to the ground, because that's the minimal damage. Get him to come over here. There we go. Cool. Right. Now I've got him in the position that I want him to be in. Oh. Well, this has been a fun little exploration and messing around. Hopefully we are now underway. We've got a new plan. Yeah, I suppose you could just, yeah, you could also just shoot that guard, but yeah, getting around that guard isn't too bad with the area reloader there. Let's give it. I'm gonna do it, and I think it'll work quite nicely. Bum 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 bum. Bum, bum. Sorry, dude. Right. Can I get a butt shot? Can I get a butt shot? Butt shot? Oh, I'm never quite over to the left enough. It's always further left than I think it is. Huh? What was that noise? If you mind what that noise was, sir, go about your business. I'll go about mine. Oh, I need green. That's not gold. Right, can I avoid getting shot? But no, I can't. Apparently I can't. Hey Joe. Apparently I cannot avoid getting shot by that guard. Apparently that guard hates me. I don't know why, but apparently that guard hates me. I cannot avoid getting shot by that guard. Oh, you just shoot that guard. You seem better too. Of the 3, 2's my worst. But yeah, I am not. I am not doing a very good job of showcasing that showcasing. I am a former Metal Gear Solid 1 world record. As of an hour ago, I have lost. A couple of hours ago, I have lost my only MGS1 world record. Oh, nice. That is that's the troll elevator. Hey, Tom. That's the troll elevator, where it is actually the fast elevator, but you don't get the indicators. That works. You start grabbing some back. I do believe I've only ever held two. Well, hang on, I'm gonna concentrate here. I do believe I've only ever held 2 world records in MGS1, outside of like ILs and like messy stuff like that. But actual full runs of Metal Gear Solid 1, I do believe the only world records I've ever held. Sorry, 3 world records I've ever held. I've held this category that I'm running right now, PC, original PC, very easy. Console, very easy, which I've just lost. And also, for a brief time, I held the PC Easy alternate round record. The lift thing is a slightly different thing that we can do in the PC version. So this is the original PC version of MGS1, which is very, very glitchy. It's called the Area Reloader. It's a dev tool that was left behind, and for very easy difficulty only, we're allowed to use it in speedruns. It resets the current room without resetting the game's state. So, for example, I can grab the PSG1 here, use the Area Reloader, and take me back to the elevator, but I still have the PSG1. I did not lose the PSG1 there. So it just resets the current room, puts Snake back at the start of the room, but it doesn't change the current state of the game. So like event flags and stuff are maintained. And I discovered that if you use it whilst transitioning between floors on an elevator, you reset Snake's position, but in the starting position X and Y coordinates of the new room he's in, but in the old room he was at. It's complicated, but it makes sense. Right, we're going to do this different. We're doing this room differently. So what we're going to do is we're going to come through here. We're going to area reload. Apparently completely screw it up, and now run. Completely ignore the chaff grenades. And then kill this guard as we approach him. And go. So we have less. This is already the furthest I've gotten this evening. We don't have 6 chaff grenades now. We only have 3. So we only have 3 chaff grenades and whatever stun grenades we're going to pick up for the boba skip. Screwing that up these days. I'm not sure where I'm going wrong with that. Anyway, right, time for some boba skip. So, the grenades. Whoops. That's not good. I'm just going to reset that. There we go. That was awkward. Yeah, first try boba would be nice. So we do still have some stun grenades, just less of them. Now this is a time save because it took me so many attempts on Thursdays. So I'm going to throw 1 stun grenade here. Guards are going to fall over themselves. Come on. Please be nice to me this time. Nope. Oh, okay. That was weird. I wasn't quite set up correctly for it, but I got through. So that'll do. I've got 2 chaff grenades left. That's fine. Go grab these grenades. GME. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We'll take that. And then GME through that. I'm going to GME here because I am actually quite low on health. I don't want to die. I seemingly have a split error on Blast Furnace because it's already suggesting that I'm losing time. Not sure what's going on with my splits there, but oh well. That always happens. All right, good. I shot in the nuke room. I did shoot in the nuke room. That wasn't very nice. I'm not very comfortable with my health. Luckily, there should be no danger of taking any more damage, so I'm not worried about the fact. I am not worried about the fact that I've got no health. We will get a health refill after this very, very easy Raven fight. As long as I've got all my grenades, which I do, I'm fine. Yeah. So this is the original PC port of Metal Gear Solid 1. This is not the Master Collection. This is not the console version. And yes. So the PC version has weapon hotkeys. The number keys across the top of the keyboard, 1 through to 0, allow you to change weapons. And by holding that hotkey, we can keep a weapon equipped in there. We can also go into GME, which makes us invincible. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that did. 1, 2, 3. Oh, thank you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the original PC version is broken beyond belief. Area reloader. That's the thing we're allowed to. So I'm going to grab chaff grenades here, I think. It's probably wise. Yeah, this version of the game is completely broken and is practically a different version of the game entirely. I genuinely think this should be its own game on speedrun.com. I really think the game should be separated on speedrun.com. And tidy up the board. There's the one thing I really don't like about Metal Gear Solid 1. The boards are a freaking mess. The boards are so bad for this game. For a start, console and emulator should never have been. I'm not going to go on my big MGS1 board rant again. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Just figured I'd get an extra alert there just to be on the safe side, because I couldn't remember exactly how many alerts I've had, and it's safer that way. Wow, Snake, you completely missed him. Right, there is a massive time save here, because during my run, my PB on Thursday, I had the worst PAL key here. So as long as I do not have PAL key 7, this is better. There is a massive time save if this is not PAL key 7. Remember, across all 3 games, I only need to pull back like a minute. I'm already 20 seconds ahead here. So come on. God PAL would be lovely. To be honest, I'll take anything. I'll take anything except bloody 7. Bomb. All right. Again, that was the second worst, but I'll take it. Splicing is not allowed. Not for single segment runs. I don't even think there are multi-segment runs in this. So no splicing allowed. Which may seem odd because it kind of looks like I am with the way that the area reloader works, but I promise you it's not splicing. One thing that I had to do there, you may have noticed I just waited around for a bit. If you're going to area reload to go back to the ladder after picking up the PAL key, you must wait for the PAL key. You must wait for the PAL key when you pick up the item and the words PAL key appear in the game, you must wait for those words to disappear before you area reload. If you area reload before the words disappear, the game doesn't register that the item is in your inventory when you reload, and you softlock the game. The game registers that the item has been picked up, so no longer appears in the drainage ditch, but the event flag for the PAL key being picked up does not get triggered. That gets reset. So the PAL key is nowhere to be found, and when you go back to the control room, the door is locked, and you softlock. So that is why if you are going to area reload once you picked up the PAL key, to go back to the ladder, because it is quicker. In some cases, it is quicker to area reload than it is to walk back. No, the PAL key's disappeared. The game registers that you've picked up the PAL key, but the event flag for having the PAL key in your inventory gets reset. So yeah, it does softlock because you can't pick up the PAL key. It doesn't exist. It's a really weird softlock. I mean, you know, under normal circumstances, you should never come across it. I'm going to GME here. So now that we've got to wait some time, now's a good time to actually explain GME for anyone who doesn't understand it. PC version, said before, we have weapon hotkeys, and we can go into what's called God Mode exploit by interrupting the animation of Snake equipping the PSG-1. So starting to equip it and then changing to a different weapon hotkey. By doing so, Snake can become invulnerable. He can skip triggers, which is what we're doing here. We were skipping triggers there, so that Snake didn't hit the loading zone of the door. Basically, the way that I understand it to be, the way it was explained to me, is that when you go to equip the PSG-1, for a start, whilst you're equipping the PSG-1, Snake is invincible. And in every version of the game, Snake is invincible whilst that animation is playing, because that stops it from being interrupted. So because you interrupt it and it never completes, Snake doesn't go back to a state of vincible. Is the opposite of invincible vincible? I suppose vulnerable would probably be the. Forgot to set that up beforehand. So it's vulnerable. So yeah, Snake never goes back to a state of vulnerability. Okay, PAL key number 2. Spotted. That's fine. Let's do that. But I believe the other thing, the thing with skipping triggers, is that when Snake starts equipping the PSG-1, the game, because you're going into a new state where you're lying on the ground and you're in first person, the game registers Snake's position and it doesn't change. So Snake then has a fixed position in the room. And so as a result, you're skipping triggers because Snake's X and Y position in the room isn't changing. Basically, as you're running around in GME, the game still thinks you're in the same position you were when you started that animation. That's why the triggers are skipped, because the game isn't registering Snake's hitbox hitting those triggers. That is what I was led to believe. as to why that works. Then it's probably not like 100% accurate, but I remember that's how it was explained to me. Which is why the way of breaking out of GME is to go prone. Go prone, lie on the floor, and the game goes, oh, Snake's on the floor, there's his position, go. So we do it here. So to go into GME2, you need to be finished in this position, in a crouching position. So we just quickly equip the PSG1, equip the chaff grenade. We're now in GME2. We are skipping triggers. It's useful here. It skips codec call. Although I can never remember which elevators have the codec call. You'll know if I've skipped a codec call because it'll look like there we go. Because it'll do this, and it looks like the game's frozen. It looks like the game's locked, but it isn't. Snake stops because of codec call is supposed to start, but it doesn't start properly. And then as the elevator continues to rise, we do still hit the trigger. It's okay. It's only this one that has them. See, because I was so used to doing the PC version as opposed to console version, I always skipped triggers every time, and I never remembered which one was which. So I don't need to use GME on the left one. Here you go. If you want to, so 2 FAMAS, 3 grenades. 8 stun grenades, 9 chaff grenades. You can change them here. Look, FAMAS. And then other ones are like, what? 1 is the SOCOM. I think 8 is the Stinger. 4 is the Nikita. Oh, you can just use GME1 for those. So GME1, that's GME1. So GME1, you interrupt the animation. But Snake is kept in a standing position. In GME1, Snake is invulnerable, but you can't skip triggers. So to skip this trigger, I now need to go into GME2. Any new exploits found since Boba? I mean, I suppose if you count minimal install as an exploit, which it kind of is. A thing was discovered with the original PC like disc version. There was a setting when you installed the game called minimal install, which is what we're running on this. And basically, what minimal install does is it only writes the absolute bare minimum files to the hard drive. Mainly, the main ones that it excludes are lines of dialogue. Actual audio clips of dialogue are not installed to the hard drive. And then when you play the game, if you're playing the game with the retail disc, the game won't launch unless you put the disc in. Because you put the disc in, and whilst the game is playing, it reads those files from the disc instead of from your hard drive. So obviously back then, hard drives were a lot smaller, so you had options to avoid really big installs. And what was discovered was if you do this minimal install, you have to fix a couple of files. There's a couple where you do have to put them back in, but then because we're on the PC version, and these days there's patches and stuff to sort of help play the game, we can have minimal install running without the disc, and it skips all the dialogue. So loads of dialogue is skipped, and you don't need to do anything. You don't need to. It saves time throughout the run. It saves a lot more time in all bosses. So you'll notice there's a couple of times where, as I'm playing, there'll be the big one is we can't skip Liquid's monologue between the Ray and Liquid fight, but the audio is missing. So Liquid will just stand on top of Rex, looking at us with his arms folded and nodding. We won't actually hear anything. So yeah, I think minimal install is kind of the only major thing that was discovered with MGS1. there wasn't a key to skip discovered for all bosses, where you like use the cardboard box and the electricity field to go out of bounds, but it's very awkward. And I'm not even sure if it was determined to be that much quicker. Because the problem is the cardboard box is oh no, you get the box earlier. I can't remember. I don't want the bosses, so I don't know. There are always little things. There was a slightly faster route back out of this room, if you're going backwards through this room, where you avoid, I think you actually avoid going over Rex here by going out of bounds. But it's, again, you like have to be spot on perfect for it actually to make a difference. I can do it, but every time I do it, I lose time rather than gain any time. So I don't do it. So we can use the area reloader here. Now call Otacon myself. Get outside. Step forward slightly. That'll do. Now all I've got to do is wait for Otacon to call me back. And now we're already outside, and that's just slightly quicker. Rex is done. For some reason, using the area reload or all stages of Rex skips the fight. So here's what I was talking about earlier. We can't skip the animations here, the camera zooming and moving around, but Liquid's dialogue is all done. Right, I'm just gonna mute my headset and concentrate on this fight. This is a bit of time saver. Ooh. God damn it. Okay, not great. That was really bad. That was really bad. That was really bad, but I'm still 30 seconds ahead, so it's okay. You say run quicker with stun. It doesn't matter what weapon. As long as you've got a weapon equipped, you run faster. It doesn't have to be a grenade. Yeah, that was a really bad Liquid fight. Lost 20 seconds. But I'm still ahead by 30 seconds, so that's good. Yeah, I did. I completely screwed up the throw. And then just failed miserably to recover.
Liquid!
Hey, Deagle.
Snake, did you like my sunglasses?
There is some...
Point a weapon at your own
There is some time save in here. This was not very good either. My escape was not very good.
It's not over yet.
Little bit early, Deagle. I said a little bit early. That was really early. 1, 2.
We'll never make it. Snake, clear a path.
That was an okay checkpoint too. I don't know if the cooldown will come back. And also, he doesn't say it because of the minimal install. Oh, missed. He's ducking under my shots. Okay, at least I got both shots there. So basically, with to replicate minimal install, people just discovered you can just delete files from the game and then just run it. It was causing some crashes. So there's some files that you have to put back in, but like if you go on speedrun.com and the resources, there's files to do it. All right, so time is coming up. And that's time for MGS1. So I'm going to play this a little bit slow. I'm going to Alt F4 that. I'm going to close that. I'm going to stop and close DS for Windows. I'm going to hit my MGS2 button. Okay, and I'm going to hit Radar Type 1. And we have the false start, and then game swap should start. There we go, perfect. Turn the volume up a bit. Because MGS2 is really quiet for some reason. There we go. That split absolutely perfectly. That was bang on, exactly what I wanted. Alright, so we move straight on to Metal Gear Solid 2. This is the original PC port of Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance. I believe it was released in 2003. It's actually a port of the Xbox version. Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty was only ever released on the PlayStation 2. But when they made Substance, it was released for the PlayStation 2, the Xbox, the original Xbox, and the PC. And the PC version is actually based on the Xbox version, not the PlayStation 2 version. Because it is the PC version, we get all sorts of goodies. Like we've got the we've got a timer up in the top left. We've got I missed. You can't actually hit there. Oh, Snake, you didn't auto aim at her because I didn't held L1.
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up
and we've got turbo
my parents.
enabled by default because it's actually built into the game. You just have to. That was a nice Olga. Look at how much time I've saved just from that Olga fight. Although you got to remember that the game swap time, I took my time a little bit more with the game swap, so it would have been a little bit slower, I think, which is why I was like 13 seconds ahead. Oh, and also like there was an incorrect split before, so that's been fixed. So yeah, the game swap time does not count. For the final time. That's why the game swap time is specifically its own split, because it doesn't count for the run. Yeah, we are rocking and rolling. We are 100% on world record pace right now. Just gotta keep it up. It's not over. It's not over yet, Snake. It's not over yet. So we've got Prozac skip here for the engine room. I'm going to equip that, and turn into the engine room. Change gun. Stand here. Don't shoot the wrong bit there. Okay, we're in.
Checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds.
I'm gonna do this with my eyes closed again. I'm better at this bit with my eyes closed.
You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
I hit him.
Nope.
I need some backup.
So much for being better with my eyes closed. I don't. I don't think there are. I don't know if there are any actually. For any MGS, I did try making one on MGS1 once. But it didn't go very well. Because I think I was trying to do the PC version. Like, on an emulator, it would be... Tazid would be much easier. Not my best there, but it's okay. All right. Once again, I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna do thingy.
At the moment, every industrialized nation on the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of robots.
Play it safe, and just do it this way.
They are all working on deploying.
It's not. It's just not. It's not worth it at the moment. It's not the doing a ladder glitch. There is not the thing that's holding me back.
To see a swarm of these Metal Gear derivatives.
Freeze.
We initiated
Play this super safe. I hate this room so much with a passion. Oh wow.
Freeze. Freeze. Freeze.
I'll just hold everyone up in here apparently. Didn't manage to hook up there.
This weapon will render all other Metal Gears
That's one.
obsolete.
That's two. Swap weapons. So M9's on my previous.
About their nuclear strategy in the light of the
That's three.
military dominance
That's four.
spelled out by Ray.
And we are done. Tanker complete. Yeah, I did. That's because I forgot to just turbo grab, and I tried to just grab manually. Yeah, just turbo grab. It's fine.
We the Marines.
We the Marines. All right, onto plant. We move into the plant 1 minute 13 seconds ahead. This is really good. This is a really nice spot to be in. As I said before, on Thursday I only miss out on
We've
world
managed to avoid drowning.
We have managed to avoid drowning. I only missed out on world record by oh whoops, that's me not concentrating. I think it was like 36 seconds. I missed out on world record by. And there were there's still plenty of places where I screwed up in both MGS2 and 3. I never remember which way to do that bit. Circle first and then X. MGS4 speedrun. Unfortunately not. It is not on my list. I'm kind of holding off MGS4 as long as possible because it's like 95% confirmed that MGS4 will be in Master Collection Volume 2. So I'd rather just wait for that.
I'm under attack. Stay alert.
Stay on the lookout.
Sadly we can't GME here. It doesn't work. GME we can't Prozac skip here. It doesn't do anything. I lost a little bit of time down there. Oh well. No, the very next game I'm intending on learning, and I'm going to disappoint a lot of people with what I'm about to say with this. Will we get MGS4 on PC before GTA 6? The next game I am going to learn, and this hasn't changed, I am 100% learning Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain next. I am not going to start learning it this week. Last week I mentioned that I was going to start learning it today. Okay, thanks, Raiden. You go up against that invisible wall. That works for me. I originally was going to start learning it today, but then I missed out on the world record for this by, I say, 36 seconds. I was like, I'm not letting that go. So we're back on this. Oh, that was bad. I should just roll through him. I am not gonna start learning it on Thursday because I'm on holiday next week. Just to suffer. Apparently, everyone who really wants to watch me do Phantom Pain is just here to suffer because I keep teasing it and teasing it and teasing it. It never happens. I'm on holiday next week, so there is absolutely no point in me starting to learn MGS, to start learning Phantom Pain on Thursday and then go on holiday for a week. Although, actually, I'm back. It's only Tuesday. It's only Tuesday next week that I'm skipping. I'm on holiday all week, but I'm actually at home on Thursday. I go away Saturday morning and come back Wednesday afternoon, and then I'm away at the weekend. So actually, yeah, there will still be a stream next. Okay, maybe I will start learning on. I was going to say I'll wait until I'm back from my holiday, but as it's only one stream that I'm missing, maybe I will. And actually, maybe I suppose I could do Wednesday, Thursday next week streams, or Thursday, Friday. All right, so we move on to the fun bit, bomb disposal. We're going to do anti-clockwise as I always do. I prefer anti-clockwise. It actually doesn't, for very easy difficulty, and particularly the PC version, it actually doesn't make a lot of difference which version you do. It doesn't really save any time either way. I just prefer anti-clockwise because I think it's more interesting. I think clockwise is boring. Anti-clockwise is a bit more fun. There's a lot more going on. As you go up the difficulty, and if you're on console versions where you're bound by an IGT that includes loading times, then it does actually make more of a difference. Happy Tuesday to you too, cool guy and Go Eagles 80439. Volume 2, we still don't know when Volume 2 is coming out. The only thing we know is there was after Volume 1 came out, that was a really stupid roll. After Volume 1 came out, there was a dev blog or a dev diary. There was some sort of developer video that basically talked about the challenges of doing MGS4, where they basically said in it, we know that you know that we're doing MGS4 next. It's like, what else are they going to do? It's like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for Volume 2 to not be MGS4. There has been a couple of rumors that have suggested that actually MGS4 isn't going to come to Volume 2 because actually MGS4 is going to be the next remake because they've determined that they can't do MGS2. Oh, I'm not quite stood in the right place. Oh no. No. Come on, don't. There we go, got it. That was bad. You have to be in a very specific spot for that, and I usually get that fine. That's going to slow me down a little bit. I don't think that will cost me all of my time, but that's going to be a decent chunk. Yep. Eek. Exactly. So yeah, there has been suggestions that they're not going to do MGS4 for the Master Collection because it actually needs a remake because trying to port it is impossible. But those are only rumors. There's been nothing concrete said about that. Personally, I don't think that's correct because we can emulate MGS4. It's not great emulation, but it is still emulation. I think if they remade 4, it would be nice if they did a little bit more with Shadow Moses. But it depends. If they go down the same route they did with MGS3 with Delta, you know, they will keep it as faithful as possible. Which for MGS4 would be okay. I don't think there'd be too much of a problem with MGS4 keeping it faithful, because it's not that too dissimilar. So it's MGS1 is the big problem. You can't remake MGS1 the way they did Delta. Oh, that's sneaking 8K get microwaved. Oh yeah. I want to see Snake bake in UHD. Am I too far over for this? No. I'll say what I've always said about Master Collection Volume 2. I genuinely think Master Collection Volume 2 should be the following. Metal Gear Solid 4 should be the main game. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance and Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker are the other 2 main games. Reason being is that Peace Walker has already been ported once. It's already in the HD collection. So that should be relatively easy to do again. And Rising Revengeance is already on PC. So just giving that like some, you know, some, I don't know, a bit of an upscale or whatever, however you do that, shouldn't be very difficult. So that means that 2 of your 3 main games in the collection are super easy to develop and do not need a lot of work. That gives the developers more time to focus on MGS4, and then your bonus games are PSP games. Because all you gotta do, because the PSP games already work well, PSP emulation is already really good. PSP emulation is fantastic, so you wouldn't even need to remake. It would be part remake and part emulation for the PSP games, and once you've built the correct PSP emulator into the game, then all 4 of them are done. You don't have to work on all 4 individual games. You just have to work on the emulator. And that's not outside of the realm of possibility. That happens all the time with remakes and stuff. For example, the Super Mario 3D All Stars release for the Switch, which was Super Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy. I know that at least 64 and Sunshine were running through emulation. They were not native ports. You were basically running a Nintendo 64 emulator on your Switch. So that's not outside the norm to do an emulator, to do a PSP emulator within the collection. And as I say, as soon as you've done one of it, yeah, you'll have to do tiny little tweaks to make sure that they all work correctly. You'll have to test it, and there might be slight tweaks. But overall, once the emulator is done and it's sufficient, that's all 4 PSP games ready to go. And in the same way that with the original, with Master Collection Volume 1, if I recall correctly, it was if you bought the collection as one whole package, you got Metal Gear 1 and 2, and then if you pre-ordered it or got the DLC, or bought the DLC for the bonus content, that's where you got Metal Gear, NES, and Snake's Revenge. So you do the same thing. Buy the whole bundle as one, and you get Portable Ops and Portable Ops Plus. DLC / pre-order bonus, you get Acid and Acid 2. Done. Very simple. And yes, MGS1 did get its own remake on the GameCube. I don't think there's a necessity to include Twin Snakes on I don't think there's a necessity to include Twin Snakes on the Master Collection volume. Volume 2. There we go. She's going mental. Cool, pretty much bang on. Big TTS Switch exclusive. See, part of the reason I say that is because I think Nintendo would probably hold back, and they prefer to have Twin Snakes come to Nintendo Switch Online's GameCube library rather than it be on Master Collection. It's not without precedent. Metal Gear NES and Metal Gear Snake and Snake's Revenge were both NES Nintendo exclusives, and they came to Master Collection Volume 1. So you could do. I just don't think there's really much room for it. With the plan that I've suggested, I don't think there's much room for it. But again, who knows?
Who is that? It's the enemy. I need help.
I went the other way this time, and apparently that was quicker. So now we're heading back up to the heliport to fight Fat Man. Fight our first proper boss as Raiden. That's what I want. I want Acid 1 and 2 in some form. See, with the remakes, if they do the remakes in chronological order, then Portable Ops is kind of lined up as the next one. If they want to do Portable Ops, and a lot of people want them to do Portable Ops. That's Fat Man. Fuse. Shoots. I hope he goes down. He did. Oh god, that is not a nice position for him to be in. That was awkward. Oh, I didn't get my fat off. Little bit of time lost on Fat Man there. That was not nice, Fat Man. Thank you. Ugh. Ugh. Slowly over time, just losing little bit by little bit. There's still plenty of time saved to have in the run, so I'm not too worried. Pylons. That was hard. That was horrible. That he went to the left, and then sort of because of the exact positioning that had to happen, it was awkward. That was not nice. This way. Hate this bit. I can never remember which way I'm going. Oh, sugar. Whoops. Whoops. Yep, I completely forgot which way I'm going there. I'm going to have to... That was really bad. Lost a bunch more time there. Reset. It's fine. We're still good. I'm still 30 seconds ahead. I'm now, I should say, I don't think I'm now on world record pace though. Gotta fix that again. There's always time. There's always time. I say MGS3 had some big problems as well that are easily solvable. Down we go. I've gone down to the wrong floor. I'm floundering. I need to concentrate. I'm floundering. Got the D mic. Out my way. Check for this guards. Oh, come on, Nick! Oh my god. I just need this caution to wear off. Oh, apparently I can get now. 5.2 seconds. Pretty sure there's a time save there.
Retinol pattern recognized. You are cleared to enter.
You are cleared to enter. Welcome to... No, there's no time save there. Where's Ames? That'd be a time save. Oh, shh. Oh, wow. Worst Ames. Wow. Thanks, Ames.
Your aims, aren't you?
Thanks, Ames. And now we're behind. We started MGS2 1 minute and 15 seconds ahead. Gotta hope Harrier goes well. 1:15 ahead I was. I don't know, actually.
Send backup. I have an unknown target here.
I'm actually, yeah, I'm not sure actually when Ames's position is determined. It's probably after fighting Fat Man, because after fighting Fat Man determines which set of hostages you get. So it's probably decided at the same time. I'll go down. There we go. That would be my my guess anyway. He must be Ames. There is an IGT trick you can do in there to improve your IGT time, which is as soon as you get control of Raiden, you pause the game and slowly pause and unpause the game as you turn in first person to look around. Obviously, the IGT pauses whilst the game is paused. So whilst the game is paused and you're in first person, you kind of scan the room to see if you can spot Ames and you know where to go. It doesn't make a difference for this because we don't run the Trilogy runs by IGT; they're run by RTA. Hey, if I'm still just missing out on it, if I'm still just missing out on it by the end of tonight, you know what we're doing on Thursday? God. I could really do with a good Harrier fight here. Screwed for, I swear I'm screwed for blindfolded. I ever wanted to do blindfold again. I don't know why, but that Cypher now doesn't do what we expect it to do anymore. Oh, I didn't equip the chaff. Alright, I'm going to concentrate on this fight. Nice. If that connects. Nice. We're potentially on. Five plus one! Yes! 5 plus 1 in a run. Finally. It has been so long. That would have been so embarrassing if I'd then just... I still need to equip those. That would have been so embarrassing if I'd then just immediately fallen in the water. That is the fastest version of that fight. You cannot do the Harrier any faster than that. Oh, I'm a bit far over for that. Pull back 15 seconds. There's a time save here as well, actually. I completely forgot to throw the chaff grenade at the start of this.
Encountered the enemy requesting backup.
Oh, I can't unequip. I think I've still got the... Oh, yeah, I can. That was weird. It wasn't letting me unequip a second ago. It's not a huge issue. Oh, I'm so pleased.
Return to your positions. Tighten security. Understood. All units exercise extreme caution.
So that should have been a time save as well. Oh, that was a quite significant time save. Right, there's not much more going on in MGS2 now. I'm trying to remember where else I made mistakes, if any. It's going to be all down to MGS3, as is the norm. I don't think at this point onwards I made any major errors. Could be wrong. Thanks for lurking, Cosmic. Spin around. We want to equip the Stinger and the Nikita. Bing. Gold split there. Lots of little gold split. This is why I disabled the gold split notification, because this is only the second time I'm running these splits. There were going to be a lot of gold splits. Oh, what? Right, and that was a really weird roll.
What are you doing?
That was a nice turn. That was a nice turn with the Nikita. Stop it! Right, now the president's going to get shot. Get down, Mr. President, or don't and get shot. And dead president. And now for Snake to be really, really proud of his photos. So you wait.
I took these photos.
Yeah, you did, Snake. Yes, you did, Snake. Yes, you did. Alright, I'm on my way. Let's go save Otacon's sister. Do 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 do. I did mess up. There's a slight time save. Oh, there's a time save if you get a fast elevator. There it is. There is
Metal Gear. Metal Gear. Metal Gear. Metal Gear. Metal Gear. Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
There is a slight time save on the way back. I think if I recall correctly, I messed up swimming back through the room with Stillman's body in it. So I'm pretty sure there's a slight time save on the way back. In fact, I think I got hit by the mine in the other room as well. Thank you, Dark Knights, for playing that. That sound clip does not get played anywhere near enough. It's so good.
Gentlemen?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to fight a boss called Fat Man, ladies and
Kept you
gentlemen.
waiting, huh?
I'm going to concentrate for a second. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, that was Vamp, ladies and gentlemen. That was a very, very fast fight, ladies and gentlemen. We just fire the stinger over and over in a nice little pan. Takes Vamp out very, 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 very easy. Now, not a lot of people know this, ladies and gentlemen, but Vamp is called Vamp not because he is a vampire. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. He's actually called Vamp because he's bisexual, not because he's not a vampire, actually, ladies and gentlemen. And, you know, not a lot of people know that, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. I think I made my point. Zwing. It's funny because everyone knows that now. It is like one of those trivia facts that everyone knows. You know, it's like when you're watching Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers, and your mate turns to you and goes, "Did you know that Viggo Mortensen actually broke his toe when he kicked that helmet?" Yes, we all know. Everyone knows. It is not an interesting fact anymore. Everybody knows it. Don't have to bring it up. I'm still playing through Return of the King. I am not enjoying Return of the King anywhere near as much as I enjoyed Two Towers. Return of the King just doesn't quite feel right after playing so much Two Towers. It's a lot harder. I am also, for some bizarre reason that I'm still not quite sure myself, I'm playing through, currently playing through War in the North again. It's not that good. It's very repetitive and samey, but it's got a nice loop that I'm just enjoying. I'm just enjoying it. It's just nice to just sort of switch off and just slash at some shit for a bit. So I think this room will be a gold split because I'm pretty sure I've screwed. Oh, and in fact, actually, I think I took Emma a little too far over, and she had to turn, and she was like, she turned around. She's like, I hate bugs. Oh, fast elevator in the one elevator in the game that it really doesn't matter. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that will be a gold split, and that should be like 10 seconds. I knew that was going to be significant. We're back up to 40. Imagine what this run would be like if I'd not lost so much time. 43 seconds ahead, we'd probably be like 2 minutes ahead by this point. If I'd not made all of those mistakes, we'd be 2 minutes ahead. That'd really set us up nicely for MGS3.
Who's there?
Take him out. To this guard. Thankfully, we just... I love that we can just get around him like that. That's great. And then we're going to do the Emma bump. Just push her there and push her through the door. Now when we come in here, she starts up here instead. Slightly faster. Don't try that trick on the Master Collection or on any HD edition of the game. There's a very good chance you'll crash the game. Original Japanese mobile ringtone. I actually want to find that sound and make that my own phone ringtone, because it's really good. Slight time save on that. Remember I've got the I'd say remember I've got the coolant spray equipped. Dee-dee-dee. Such a cool ringtone. Just something you don't really get anymore with, you know, you remember, I'm old enough to remember where you could call up or send a text to get a ringtone sent to your phone, and good times. Those were the days. Alright. Twilight sniping. A nice quiet bit of the game where we don't have to do a lot. We just stand here and don't do a lot. Ah! Shoot some ciphers. And do not look at Emma. One over there. Should be another one coming over shortly. There's the call from Snake. Now we want to look over here. Where is it? There should still be one. Is that one? And then we are done for a little bit. We get to just jam. Very, very quietly jam, because MGS2 is so quiet. Why is MGS2 so quiet? I'll turn it up a little bit. There's nothing I can't do anything to turn the game volume up any further. The only thing I could do is turn MGS1 and 3 right down. Which is stupid. MGS2 is just super duper quiet for some weird reason. Oh. Well, one other thing that I did do, one change I made from Thursday, is I did put this timer back on the IGT for the game, just on the off chance that if it was a if MGS2 individually was a PB, then I could submit it and the IGT would be there. I mean, you see the IGT at the end game anyway, but also having the IGT there is actually really useful to show when the split for this game should start and stop. It should be set correctly, but it's good to have it there for double checking. Right, so we should be having some visitors shortly. One here. Who could be behind pylon number 2? It's Soviet Guard, but he's up here. There he is. I should not have taken the
Pylons!
Pylon number 2. Let's go have a look and see who's at pylon number 3. Look, it's Snake. Look at him. With his rugged jawline. Perfectly trimmed beard.
SGT Deagle has just gifted 5 subs. Thanks, SGT Deagle. If you got a gift sub, be sure to thank them.
Do be sure to thank them. Thank you, Deagle, once again. So congratulations to Evil Kuja. Congratulations to Forsaken 888. Congratulations to Hypnotics. Congratulations to Undertaker 180. And finally, congratulations to Glorioso Tom. If any of you are watching the stream, please give Deagle a massive thanks. 151 gift subs. Sergeant Deagle has now gifted the stream in his lifetime. That is incredible, sir. Absolute champ. Congratulations, Glorioso Tom. You're Mew. You're now Mew. Undertaker 180, you get to be Mewtwo. Hypnotics gets to be Dragon Knight. I can't remember that far back now. I don't know which. Isn't wonderfully generous is exactly the right phrase. Thank you, Rorschach. Deagle, as always, your generosity is incredible. Thank you. Right at the top of that leaderboard. And we got a hype train. Alright. We pulled back quite a bit of time. Which is really nice. And means we set ourselves up really nicely. As long as MGS3 is either equal or better, we should... I think it was 36 seconds. MGS3 should be faster. There were issues with MGS3 that I should be able to resolve. Build a train station. Once upon a time, I did have some like alerts that came up for hype trains, but they never worked, and I never went back and like tried to do them again. I think it's when I was using Lumia Stream to do them. Solo train.
It's been a while, hasn't it, Jack the Ripper?
You know this fellow? Oh, I do get a short break here.
You remember me, don't you?
You remember me, don't you? We haven't talked about that. I've totally forgotten. Fucking Solidus turning into Scooby-Doo from one line.
Have they altered your memory?
You remember me, don't you? You remember me, don't you? Oh, helps if I hold the right button. Don't you? Okay, I can feel Deagle getting ready on the next voice command.
This up. They're bound to find you.
Listen,
I'll free you in a little while. Brace yourself. Weak. Not today. Not today. As the difficulty of the game increases, Olga's punch does significantly more damage. Right. Good grief, he's naked! Raiden. Why? Oh my stars! I do believe I got an alert here.
There's somebody there.
I do believe I got an alert from this guard. During my other run, so... And I didn't this time. So that is a slight time save.
You came in handy as bait.
That's a little early. Nice. Let's do it early. It's like 5 minutes early? And immediately answer roses. Cool, we're good. Go lurk their bed. Lurk their bed. First we get the lurks, then we get the beds. Thank you for lurking, Deagle. It's awesome you're doing this. Oh, thank you. Thank you, George Ramirez. 2099. Lurk, lurk, bed, bed, lurk, lurk, bed, bed. I hear lurking, but I don't hear much bedding. It's not even funny. Why am I laughing? It's not even funny. Oh dear, I'm going insane again. What are you all doing here? Haven't you got better things to do than watch me lose my mind? Lurk, lurk, bed, bed, lurk, lurk, bed, bed. Meanwhile, Raiden. Oh dear. I am tired. That wasn't great. Completely almost whiffed that. Oh, that guard running directly in front of me completely screwed up my aim through the door. This is good. This is a good spot. Oh, I missed that guy. Snake, do us a solid. Saw that guy. Do us a solid, Snake. kill that Tengu for me. Could actually do being a little bit further up. That's awkward. Probably gonna lose a little bit. Probably gonna lose a little bit of time here. For getting hit there. It's unusual. I don't usually get hit like that. I'm in a much better position now. This is the right angle. It just wasn't quite far enough north. We're done. Okay, I didn't lose. I lost 0.2 of a second.
When Ocelot discovered the S3 data from GW. Not a bad idea, though. Using fire to fight fire, creating the perfect assassin to retire Solid Snake's brother. S3 stands for Solid Snake Simulation.
Wrong!
It's a development program to artificially reproduce Solid Snake.
Can't remember what it actually stands for. What does the S3's program actually stand for?
Is a Foxhound Commando. You came in handy as
Oh,
bait.
bit early.
Snake-shaped
Barely.
measurement. Sound like someone you know, Jack? I'm sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots' puppets. But I've made use of you, and their plan too. Solid Snake's sudden appearance, your arrival. It was obvious the Patriots were among my ranks. I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy as bait. Jack, those days during the Civil War were as real as they come. Every day was absolute. Split between life and death.
You ran from it.
And now you've been led back to war by something less than real.
Right, this bit's very important. Make sure that hits correctly, which it did. Yep, we're good. Perfect ray fight. That's what we like.
Are you awake yet, Jack? GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you.
I'll squeeze the answers out of you instead, my son! Oh, Solid is just the best lines. It really does. So underused as a villain in this series. The fact that he's only in MGS2, alright, is kind of in MGS4.
It's not him I want the answers from.
I'd love a game about Dead Cells. We get to see some more of Solidus. All right, I've got to make sure I switch off turbo at the right time here. Don't want to switch off turbo too late, because otherwise I will try and stab Solidus as I turn it off. That's bad. That's okay. So yeah, you got the worst of both worlds there. The reason Solidus is so good is because he has some of the... Oh, I got the... Oh, that was bad. He went all the way to the other side. Yeah, you got one of the characters with some of the best voice lines in the game, and the only other game he's in, he has no voice lines. Oh, nice. That's some good RNG. And now, if you could just do the kick. Oh! Perfect phase 2 RNG. Beautiful. That's a really nice finish. Right, I do need to mute the game audio. Sadly, the music that plays here is copyright protected. It should be a 105.21. I will do... I think my PB is something like a 143 something. Sorry, like a 104, 104 something. I will quickly check it. I'm gonna check on my phone. I don't want to alt tab out. Speedrun.com. Speedrun.com. / MGS2. Is it MGS2 sub? Yeah. Any percent PC, very easy. No, I don't want all these options. You've taken me back to MGS1. Right, any percent PC, very easy. I am like 40 odd in the 31st on the leaderboard. 104.51. So this is 30 seconds behind PB, which I'm quite happy with. This would, you know what? If I had not made those stupid mistakes, this would have been an MGS2 PB. If I'd not completely screwed up, like, going to the wrong floor, getting that alert, some of the other little bits. This would have been an MGS2 PB for me. Never mind. Right, this is the only opportunity during this run that I get to take a break. So I'm going to take a break, pop to the loo, grab a drink. We won't be going to the break screen. This will stay up. The game will stay up. And unfortunately, as I said, I can't leave the music on because it gets copyright struck. So you just have to sit and look at the credits in silence. Sorry. Oh yeah, and I kissed the clay mines. Yeah, just those little bits. This would have been an MGS2 PB. But 30 seconds. That's pretty good for this run. It's certainly better than probably not better than my PB, which is the run I did the other day. But my original world record, which is I'm also trying to beat. So yeah, I will be back in less than 10 minutes. Hello. I am back with a new drink. And I still have a snack to eat. I still have a donut. Hey, is he like? Look at him. Oh, he's getting bigger. 6'11". 6'11". I remember when he was teeny tiny little Eli. As I know, we have a few newer people watching the Eli reward. The Eli reward. Every time that reward gets redeemed, the cost goes up by 1 channel point, and the height and width goes up by 1 pixel. So when it first started, it cost 1 channel point, and it was 101 by 101 pixels. So it had to start, or was it 10? No, yeah, I think it was 101, but I think I started at 100 because 10 was too small. It might have been 10 actually. I can't remember if it was 100 pixels or 10 pixels when it started. Yeah, as I say, every time it gets used, it gets 1 pixel taller and wider. Until eventually one day it's going to be at 2,000 odd, and it's just going to take up the entire screen. It'd be insane. We've still got 3 minutes of this. So I've got 3 minutes to do some plugs. First plug. I ran this on Thursday over on twitch.tv/Albion Speedrun. The Albion Speedrun Collective is a new UK-based speedrun marathon team that I founded. I am the head organizer of. And we have got our first live event at Manchester Anime and Gaming Con on the 11th and 12th of April this year. It's very, very exciting. It's the first time I've ever staffed a live event. I've ran plenty of online events. I've never been on staff for a live event before, let alone lead it. So it's a bit nerve-wracking, but everything's going well. Submissions are open. We've had quite a few submissions come in, which is great. We've got loads of people joining the Discord server and getting excited and chatting about it, which is really, really good. So if you're in the UK and you like the idea of going to a new UK-based speedrun event, because there aren't that many, there's really only two, UKSG and Warwick Speedrun. Warwick University Speedrunning, WASDA, which the Warwick one is always at Warwick University and UKSG is always in Glasgow. The hope for the future of Albion Speedrun Collective, because we are partnered with Anime League, who run their anime and gaming cons all over the country, so we might be able to move around. I mean, eventually we'd like to do our own thing. We'd like to not just be part of conventions and stuff. But if we did that, I'd still want to look at going around the country rather than just sticking to one place, because we've got people all over the place. It'd be good to give more people the opportunity to go. Make it cheaper for some people sometimes, more expensive for some people other times. Yeah, that's the Albion Speedrun Collective. If you want to know more, !ASC in the chat. That'll give you the links to the Angus page and all of that. Plug numero dos. For those who don't know, I am also a GDQ hotfix showrunner. I run a show on the Games Done Quick Twitch channel every other Friday. This Friday, I've got one. If you're in the UK, it's actually midnight on Saturday. It runs midnight to 3 a.m. Saturday morning for me. But technically, because it's US times, it's officially down as Friday. We are ready to go. And this week's episode, we've got we're going to Iberia. This is a real place. I'm going to concentrate on the game swap here. Okay, so there we go. 105.21, as was predicted. So I am now going to Alt F4 that game. I'm now going to push my MGS3 button. Might not actually be hovered on MGS3 here. I'm going to push it again. There we go. And hopefully, if all is successful, game swap. There we go, and it's automatically split. And we move on to Metal Gear Solid 3, which I'm
East and West.
Game audio
This marked the
slightly
beginning
before.
of the era called the Cold War.
There we go. We begin Metal Gear Solid 3. So yeah, my changes to the auto splitters so that they would split correctly has worked. So that's really nice. Yeah, let's see. Metal Gear Solid 2, here we go. Sorry, Metal Gear Solid 3, here we go. So yes, Fast Travel is a show, say, every other Friday, where we check out the sights, sounds, and speedruns from different regions around the world. We travel to a different region of the world every episode, and that episode then focuses on primarily the runners. We take runners from that place, and wherever possible, the run should be developed or set in that location as well. So as I say, we're off to Iberia this Friday. For those who don't know, and I had to look this up, Iberia mainly constitutes Spain and Portugal. It is the Iberian Peninsula of Europe, which is where Spain and Portugal are located. It also includes Gibraltar and some of the other islands, but the main bulk of Iberia is Spain and Portugal. So we've got a Spanish speedrunner and a Portuguese speedrunner, both speedrunning Spanish-developed video games. And by kind of sheer coincidence, both of them are Metroidvanias. we will have. I'm really excited for. I'm always excited for the games that I have, but one of them I'm particularly excited for because I've never actually seen the game. It's a sequel, and I loved the original. We've got Metroid Dread being run by Arcandy, who is Portuguese, and we have Blasphemous 2 being ran by Kemi Goku, who is Spanish speedrunner, speedrunning a Spanish game. Metroid, yes, you did not hear me make a mistake there. Metroid Dread was developed by a Spanish developer. Metroid Dread was not developed in-house by Nintendo. It was a Spanish development team that developed Metroid Dread. So that's why we're featuring it on the show. So yeah, a couple of Spanish speedruns is going to be really cool. Originally, it was actually going to be 3 speedruns. We were also going to have another runner running. It was a Ninja Gaiden game, but it wasn't one of the mainstream ones. I can't remember exactly which Ninja Gaiden game it was. Oh, that's cool. But yeah, unfortunately, circumstances changed and they had to pull out, which happens. At least they pulled out in good time, like a week before. Unlike my Australian episode when my Bluey runner pulled out, less than an hour before he was going to go live. Yeah, I never actually addressed that anywhere. We said on the show it was a technical issue. It was not a technical issue. They pulled out. I was not very happy. I'm also very pleased to say that as of today, I have been getting the next episode. So Friday the 28th of February is my next episode. And that episode, I have been reaching out and I have got some responses today. So I know where we're going. And I know one of the games we'll be playing. Fans of this channel will be very, very happy about one of the games. Which probably is a massive, massive indicator as to where we're going. Yeah, it's a location in the world that I always wanted to do, and I'm really glad that it is going to come together. Oh, I was hoping that Snake would roll there, not do that. Yeah, so I've already got one game and runner lined up for the next episode. I'm just hoping I can get the whole episode organized before the end of before the show on Friday, so that I can properly announce it on Friday. Because I've been doing pretty well at that. When I first started, there were a few episodes where I got to the end of the episode and I said, we haven't quite finished working out our destination for the next episode, but keep an eye on Blue Sky and we'll let you know. But now I am doing a lot better at getting ahead and trying to organise episodes a lot more in advance. Because the further in advance I can get them, the easier it becomes. So I'm really looking forward to Friday's episode. I'm really looking forward to getting the next episode over the line. Right, we go into the Ocelot unit fight. There is a time save here because this kind of went wrong with I'd screwed up some settings and I had to fix it all here. So there is some time save here. So we equip the stun grenade, throw it through the window. That's 5 enemy. Yep, that's spot on. Nice. That's going to be a oh, look at that time save. That was the big one. That was the big time save that was available in MGS3. Because yeah, just everything went wrong with that on Thursday. So I'd accidentally not got my camera. I'd not got my third-person camera on reverse, but I accidentally had my first-person camera on reverse. The other big one is at the end. I don't think I need to do the end. I think I can still do the end the way I should be doing it, with the double headshot. There's a bit of time. I think there's a bit of time save on the Fury, as well. Not a huge amount, but there is a little bit of time save on the Fury. Yes, you're right. The end was a massive time loss. It took me 3 attempts. 3 attempts at the end. But yeah, so on Thursday, I'd managed to invert my first person and not invert my camera. I know that probably sounds weird. I have the third person camera up and down inverted, but the first person camera not inverted. It's because the third person camera I control with the left analog stick, not the right analog stick. And because I got so used to not having inversion playing Metal Gear Solid 1 when you're using the sniper rifle, but it being on the left analog stick, I dealt with it. If I'm playing a first-person shooter where I'm using the right analog stick to aim, I have it inverted. But for Metal Gear Solid, on the left analog stick, I can't have it inverted. It's so weird that if I'm on my right thumb, it's inverted. If I'm on my left thumb, it's not. It's so bizarre the way my brain thinks about it, but not worried about it. All right, Ocelot. I can't remember. I don't think there was any time save for Ocelot, but I could be wrong. Oh, I think I was supposed to headshot him there, but that's fine. I lost a slight bit of time. I was supposed to headshot him at the end rather than 2 body shots. It's fine. It was sorted. Looking at the stream, I think you can see this better than I can. So yeah, fast travel was plug number 2. I'm trying to think if I've got a plug number 3. I don't think I've got a plug number 3. I think we're done with plugs. I have a plug number 3. Oh, actually, I do have a plug number 3. I would be very bad if I didn't plug this. Over the weekend, Preventathon announced that submissions are now open for Preventathon 7. I am co-tech lead for Preventathon. Hey Sanjay, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm co-tech lead for Preventathon. This will be my first Preventathon as co-tech lead. It'll be my 3rd Preventathon as staff, and it will be my 4th Preventathon overall. Right, I'm going to concentrate on the pain. Oh, that was not very good. That was better. Oh, come on. Bloody hitbox. Not the best. As you can see by the time, that was not that great. Game inputs and there was definitely one shot that looked like I hit him and it didn't, because the pain. I think it's harder to optimize. I think it's harder to optimize on very easy than it is on European Extreme. But overall, the fight is much harder on European Extreme. I am not trying to say that very easy is harder than European Extreme for the pain. I'm saying it's harder to optimize because it's so rapid fire. Whereas with European Extreme, it's actually, if you're good at it, it's actually very easy to optimize because it is a lot more methodical. Massively prefer the original. Hey, I'm speedrunning this right now. I haven't touched Delta in ages. That's not to say that I didn't enjoy Delta. I really enjoyed Delta. I thought it was a really good remake. The speedrun just hasn't. The speedrun hasn't grabbed my attention for a couple of reasons. Partly because by the time I got to it, I'd been playing MGS3 so much that like playing Delta just wasn't enough of a break. Also, the speedrun boards are completely messed up. And that's a massive turn off as well for me. And there's no category extensions on the speedrun leaderboards, and I really only want to do all keratins or geckos. Because it's kind of my jam. I always forget to keep the gun on here. Right now we want an alert here to interrupt that radio call. Because by interrupting their call that they were making a second ago, it stops the guards coming in. Because it would only be a category extension. It would not be a main series category. So if you understand what category extension, for anyone who doesn't really understand what category extensions are, speedrun leaderboards tend to have if a game's popular enough and there's some weird and wacky categories, speedrun leaderboards will have two different sets of categories. They'll have the main game, and then they'll have category extensions. The idea being is that the main game is nice and tidy and organized. It's very competitive, and is where you sort of go for these are the speed runs that you want to learn and do. Category extensions is for everything else that's wacky, fun, silly. You can have as many category extensions as you want. It really doesn't matter. The aim of that board is not to keep it neat and tidy. It's to make it fun and silly and let anyone do what they want to do. So you have a nice curated board, and you have a weird, wacky, throw everything at it board. All keratins, all geckos would definitely be on category extensions, because all keratins for this version is on category extensions. It's not a main line, which is there's been arguments to say that that's a bit off, because for MGS2 and for Twin Snakes, dog tags is a main category. It's not a category extension, but I think that's more because they can be tracked. They can be tracked in game a lot. They can be tracked in game a lot better than this. Now, the tracking of all keratins or geckos in Delta is actually far better. But that's besides the point. Anyway, what was I saying? But basically, like, the community all had a really big sort of discussion about what they wanted from the boards and what they wanted to see changed. And basically, like, the one big issue at the moment, there's lots of people suggesting lots of different things for different things that you could do and you could change. The one thing that pretty much was universally agreed upon is that there should not be two separate categories for all bosses and glitchless. Because that's the thing. At the moment, there are three for the game. There are three categories: any percent, all bosses, and glitchless. And the big reason why that is such a problem is because the only difference between all bosses and glitchless is that in glitchless you fight the Ocelot unit, and in all bosses you don't. It's the only difference. The category is completely nullified if you just consider the Ocelot unit a boss. But no, for some reason they decided the Ocelot unit was not a boss. It's like, just consider it a boss. Just ignore whatever justification you have for it not being a boss. Just consider it a boss, and then you don't have two stupidly separate categories. Right, we need stun grenades here. I'm just going to concentrate on this for a second. Fake death pill. Pull the fear over. As soon as he starts walking towards me, revive. Throw the stun grenades. Take a couple of steps forwards, and then stab him up. There we go. And that's the fear. So yeah. As I say, the community actually came up with loads of different suggestions for things. I put a big post out about my suggestions, what I would recommend. Because one of the other things is like you're not allowed to do checkpoints. Oh, okay, that was weird. Like there's a quick load function to quickly reload the current room, which we're not allowed to use in Delta. And my argument was always that there should be an unrestricted category that allows you to use that. So my suggestion was just have any percent unrestricted. Oh yeah, because there's also the argument of New Game and New Game Plus, and New Game Plus is really weird in Delta. They did it a really weird way. So my argument was, instead of separating between New Game and New Game Plus, separate between restricted and unrestricted. Where restricted is you're not allowed to use any New Game Plus items at all. You're also not allowed to use quick loads and stuff like that. Whereas in unrestricted, you can use whatever items and equipment you've had from previous saves, and you're allowed to use the quick load function and all of that. Yeah, basically the community came up with all of these suggestions and all of that, and then nothing happened. And at the same time, that's kind of also why there is no category extension or ACAT category, because that would have been the next thing to do as well at the same time. All right, I'm going to concentrate on this fight because there is a massive time save here if I get this right first try. Gotcha. And he didn't shoot me.
I can't see.
Boom. 2 minute 40 ahead. That's what we were after. He didn't shoot me. That was spot on. I need to go into the backpack. Should have put the cardboard box on first. Oh, it didn't lock me out. We're through it. We're done. 2 minute 40 ahead. As long as I don't make some really, really god-awful, stupid mistake, this is the new world record. Now, do we get an angel heal? Will I get an angel heal this game? Jane says yes. I'm going to let you enjoy the tunes. Let's giggity go! Well, this would be really nice. On the day that I lose a world record, I get back another world record. I should say I have no interest at this time in trying to retake the very easy console world record in MGS1. Not bothered. Really not bothered. There is, however, a chance that this could also be a PB. Nothing, touch wood, nothing major has gone wrong with this run yet. There's always time. But there is a... I'm pretty sure I'd been chasing a new PB in this. I'm going to take him out before we can call that caution in. I want that caution to disappear. That guard's always a little bit awkward with that. Because you kind of run a bit further through him before the box gets taken off. It's very strange. I did not want that caution causing me problems. Oh, there we go. Lost a couple of seconds there, but it's okay. I do believe I think I'm third on the leaderboard for this category. I did not need to equip the cardboard box there. That was a bit dumb. I'm pretty sure I'm third on the leaderboard for this. I already don't think a PB would be enough to get second. This has got to be like super tight. But I'd say this could also be an this could also be an MGS3 PB. The problem is I haven't got loading remove time on. I actually haven't got a loading remove time timer. We were this category on PC is done by loading remove time, not IGT or RTA. I could submit it as RTA because if you don't use the auto splitter, you are allowed to submit RTA, I think, rather than IGT. I can't remember actually. I'll have to check that. But as a result, I don't think it would be quicker than my PB. Right, I say there's a little bit of time save in the Fury, particularly if I get good RNG. Or is there? I can't remember. We'll find out in a second, won't we? No, I'm pretty sure it went a little bit haywire. He is going to shoot. Oh, what? He's going to fly. Oh, he flew that way at least. Okay, that was okay. About the same. Little bit of a time loss in the end. I got quite lucky there. The RNG was on my side. He did fly away, but he didn't fly down the corridor. So that's the best you can kind of hope for in that situation. I don't quite know why I got hit as I was around the corner, but that was where that went wrong. Still haven't had that angel heal. No, that's it. We're going to lose it in a second anyway. So an angel heal is something that you can get with the easy gun, where you can see that I'm getting the diddy, and I've still got the poison. There's the double what? I'm sorry, I'm just going to concentrate on this for a second. Yep, that's fine. The alert's going down. Perfect. Very well. We're well over world record pace right now. So really, really good. So yeah, I am still suffering from the Fear's poison dart. This is only my second set of splits. This is only my second run with this full set of splits. So yeah, the golds are not a big surprise. Yeah, I remember to go down this time instead of up. Yes, I'm still taking damage from the Fear's poison. Having the easy gun equipped can randomly heal afflictions. It is random as to whether it happens or not. And yeah, it just, at some point, if it was going to happen... Oh, that was a bit slow. At some point, if it was going to happen, then then it would just randomly heal. It hasn't happened. I have not had an angel heal. And that's it. As we go into here, I will lose it anyway. There's a save boss here that I've got to be careful of. I think I screwed up a save boss at some point.
Tell me.
Stop it.
Who have you been talking?
Mute the audio. No, it's not a bug. Intended mechanic. It's a perk of the easy gun. Amongst all of the easy guns perk, let's see if I can do it again. Let's see if I can remember. So easy gun, unlimited ammo, instant tranquilizer, silenced, laser sight, zoom, 80% consistent camera rating, silences footsteps, recovers stamina, angel heal. I think that's everything. There's 9 different attributes. Oh yeah, it was for 4th try boba again. Not as bad as Thursday, but it was still 4th try. Oh, and power key was the 2nd worst. It was still a time save because the difference between 2nd worst and worst is massive. So it was still a time save, but it was still, yeah. Oh yeah, and MGS2 I went into MGS2 1 minute and 15 seconds ahead, and I did slightly go behind partway through MGS2. Also fits in your pocket. Front gun. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I missed with the easy gun. I did get a 5+1 Harrier though. I did. I was so pleased. It's the first time in a very long time. I think that might be like only the 3rd time I've ever got a 5+1 in a run. I've done it in practice so many times, but I never get it in a run. I was really pleased. Nope, not really. I haven't had time.
I am a patient man.
I think I forgot what I was supposed to do in here. So this should be quicker. Well, I can't remember. We'll find out. Is that a time save? That is, by a second, that's a time save. We take those. You are right though, a lot of golds. This is why I disabled the gold alert for this stream. When you're only running off your 2nd set of splits, it's not really worth it. I also improved the auto-splitting as well. I went back and I edited the MGS2 and MGS3 auto-splitters to add their starts to splits so that they would correctly split at the start of the run, rather than me having to manually split for the start of the run. So that works a lot better now as well. So my game time, my actual time is more accurate. Oh, that was nice. That should be a gold split. Not by a lot. Ring, 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 ring. But no, but I haven't really been, and you can tell that I haven't practiced Australia. And Liquid fight was bad. My Liquid fight did not go well at all. Oh, I always mess that up. Off stream at the moment, I am playing through Lord of the Rings War in the North, just because I'm on a really big Lord of the Rings binge at the moment. Not with them, I want to watch the films again, but I ain't got a lot of time for watching films. But yeah, I've been playing War in the North again. It's not very good, but it's just quite a satisfying gameplay loop. I'm kind of enjoying, and just because I've really enjoyed Fallout Season 2, I'm playing Fallout 3 again, but also because I'm playing Fallout 3 on my phone, because I'm doing more stuff with emulating PC games on my phone, and Fallout 3 runs really well on my phone. It's been quite nice. Only thing that I'm struggling with it is getting cloud saves to sync. So I can't play it on my PC and my phone at the same time. So that's probably a gold split. Right, Ocelot unit, which we don't do anything with here. And I'm still occasionally playing TFT. I think I got to platinum in TFT again. I might push for emeralds. This set's much better than the previous set. If anyone, I don't know how many people know anything about Teamfight Tactics. But for anyone who does know about the current set of Teamfight Tactics, yeah, I didn't get shot. So I think that's a time save. I'm pretty sure I got shot. Anyone who knows anything about the current Lore and Legends set of Teamfight Tactics, League of Legends Teamfight Tactics, will know that there's a thing called the Lore Book in this one, because the gimmick, the set mechanic for this set is that you have to complete missions within each game that you do to unlock more champions. There's actually like over 100 champions this set. Because, as I say, you complete missions to unlock champions as you go through. So you don't have access to every single champion. You have to unlock them within the game. It works actually works really well. Right, hang on, I should concentrate here. Right, cardboard box B, and then we want that. Mosing Nagan, RPG, stun, C3. That's it. That's everything. And then we do that, and go. It's as I say, it's really the set mechanic works really well to try and unlock, as I say, to unlock champions for each game. But there's a lore book which has all I think it's 40 champions that you have to unlock, and to fully complete the lore book, you need to unlock all of the unlockable champions, but you also need to come top 4 in a game with every single one of them. And I completed it. I completed it last. We've had the seasonal split. We're on Act 2 now, and yeah, I managed to complete it. I managed to complete it before Act 2 started, which was really cool. Yeah, unlock them all and get top 4 with each of them, which was really cool. Some of them were a pain in the arse. Fucking new boy, whatever his name is, Raven, I think, is the latest champion in the game, who is one of the unlockables. I might be completely boring you to death, because I can't imagine there's that many people here who play TFT. Right, let's beat Volgin. Let's run up to him, CQC slam to the ground. Equip the SVD. I did want the SVD out. It's the most. I always get this the wrong way around. It's the Mosing Nagant we don't need out. This is going to be a slight time loss. Only slight. I did say only slight. Alright, I get a break. I do want the easy gun out because I've still got a leech attached to me. But I get a break now. I do not need to do anything for a couple of rooms here.
There they are. They're over here.
Always second guess myself over the sniper rifles as to which one you have to have equipped. You don't need the Mosing Nagant in very easy. You take out the boss with the easy gun. You don't need the Mosing Nagant. Every other difficulty you need both. Actually, actually on the European Extreme, I don't think you need the SVD. The you do need the SVD. You really should have the SVD if you're going for all keratins. I never ate my snack earlier, so now's a good time for a donut, I think.
They're over here. They're not going anywhere.
Pick them out!
Not on very easy.
Snake, behind you!
On very easy, the amount of damage you do with the RPG is, you'll see it, is significant. You have more than enough time. I mean, it's actually recommended on European Extreme. You don't do it there either. Do not speed run. And you save it all. You save it all for the runway. Particularly some of this goes back to when we used to run this on the PS3, where for these rooms you wanted to try and look up in the air as much as possible to reduce any frame rate loss. So it doesn't apply. It doesn't apply as much these days. As you know, we're on nice smooth 60 FPS constantly. Yeah, keratin. But if you're good enough at the at shooting the Shagahod during the final runway bit, even on European Extreme you shouldn't need to be shooting it here. I always do because it's just safer. Oh, that's. I'm trying to remember where did was it a state of play that MGS3 first? Because if I remember correctly, Master Collection Volume 1 was announced at the end of the first ever reveal for Delta. They did the Delta reveal. And then after they revealed that Delta was coming, they then said, "Oh, and by the way, Master Collection releasing in October." Here's one nice thing that I have seen about Metal Gear Solid rumors is there haven't been as many. It's the one thing that really annoyed me about Delta. It was a PlayStation State of Play. I assumed it was a PlayStation State of Play, but these days you never know. It could have been at an Xbox event. Yeah, with the rumor about an MGS3 make did the round every single E3. Game Awards, Summer Game, for everything, every single time, it was they're going to announce the MGS3. You know, so many sources say that MGS3 remake to be announced, MGS1 remake to be announced. It was usually MGS3, and it kind of in the end became a self-fulfilling prophecy. I'm almost certain that once Delta got announced, there were shills out there who was like, "See, I told you, I told you. I've been telling you for years that, you know, an MGS3 remake was in the works, and I was right all along." It's like, yeah, but that's because you said every single event the last 5 years there was going to be an MGS3 remake reveal. And it got really pissing annoying. Up to the point where just like every time one of these announcements was made, you know, everyone, like certainly in Metal Gear speedrunning circles and other Metal Gear circles, just like every time the response was, there is nothing coming out until it is officially revealed. Do not listen to rumours. The only confirmation we'll ever have is when it's officially announced by Konami. If Konami haven't said it, it's not happening. Because we were just all getting so pissed off every single event.
Keep your aim steady.
No. Yeah, eventually there was.
Keep your aim steady. Keep your aim steady.
3 minutes ahead, folks.
Keep your aim steady.
If I remember correctly, Shagahod was pretty good.
Keep your, it's here.
I'm going to concentrate on this fight. I'm going to wait.
We're wearing him.
Oh, at least he's spinning. Not as good a phase 1. Probably lost a bit of time there. Spot on phase 2 though. Alright, I get another break. I'm gonna eat the rest. We've now got 3 rooms of break. The next 3 bike chase rooms, I do not need to do anything. As long as I've got the easy gun out, I am fine. Thanks, yeah. Unless something really stupid happens, this is world record. I have got to do something incredibly stupid for this to not be world record now. See, I know what you mean about the website leaks about Peace Walker 4 and 5. For me, Peace Walker and 4, yes, I 100% agree that Peace Walker and 4 should be in Master Collection Volume 2. MGS5 doesn't make any sense. 5 makes no sense because apart from Nintendo, apart from the Switch and the Switch 2, which I don't think the Master Collection Volume 2 would come to Switch 1. It was a disaster. Master Collection Volume 1 was really bad on Switch 1. Performed awfully. So I don't think Master Collection 2 will come to Switch 1. I think it will only be on Switch 2. Apart from the Switch, MGS5 is already playable on all current consoles. I just played through it on my Xbox Series S. 5 would indeed be a very lazy one. I mean, that's not to say you could still upscale it. you could still do some upscaling and resolution, because I don't know if it's designed for Ultra HD. I can't remember, but you know, both Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain were released on PS4 and Xbox One, so they're both backwards compatible on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series S and X. As I say, I just played through Phantom Pain on my Series S and it ran like a breeze. It was fantastic to play. There's absolutely no reason for me to buy another copy of MGS5.
Up ahead. Shoot the bomb. You stink.
I tried to do it myself. I had, I think I still have. I have, I'm like looking ready to do something. I don't need to do anything. It's a little big break. I think I still have Ground Zeroes on PS3. I've got Ground Zeroes on PS3 because I got Ground Zero. Ground Zeroes kind of came out just as I was stopping playing on my PS3. But obviously, when Ground Zeroes first came out, it only came out on PS3 and Xbox 360. Well, and PS4 and Xbox One, it came out at the same time. It didn't come out on PC. It didn't come out on PC. I'm gonna shoot some people. Ground Zero's PC release was the same day as Phantom Pain's PC release, which was the same day as every other console's PC release, which was the 1st September 2015. I will always remember the day Phantom Pain was released, because it was my birthday in 2015. I was 21. The PS3 and Xbox 360 versions are very. Playing Ground Zeroes on the PS3 was fantastic. The Sanjay is correct though. The only thing really that a re-release of MGS5 would be getting 4K textures, because yeah, I think you're right. I don't think MGS5 has 4K textures. But to be honest, these days with how good AI upscaling is, and I don't mean AI as in like generative AI, I mean sort of genuine AI upscaling, what like Nvidia's been doing and all of that. With how good AI upscaling is now, I don't think you need to bundle 4K textures in. I think they just apply. That's all they did with that's all they did with the Master Collection. It's all AI upscaling. It's not new textures. DLSS. That's and whatever AMD's is called. I should know. I've got an AMD and I can't really remember what it's called. Like DLSS. I don't think there's any necessity to bundle the game with 4K 4K textures. They do. They look really good. I really like the look of the Tomb Raider remasters. I've never been a huge Tomb Raider fan. I've played a lot of the original games, but I've never finished them. I always struggled with them. I never beat any of the PlayStation games. But I did beat all 3 of the Legend series. I beat Legend, I beat Anniversary, and I beat Underworld. And of the reboot series or FSR, thanks. Reboot series or Survivor series? I don't know what you call the latest one. I played the first 2. I haven't played the 3rd one. Oh! I did complete Angel of Darkness. I had Angel of Darkness, and I did complete Angel of Darkness. So it is the Survivor trilogy. That is what it's known as. This is one of the weird things about Tomb Raider. The fact that they've just they announced there's a brand new Tomb Raider coming, and there's also a remake of Tomb Raider 1 coming called, is it Legend of Atlantis? And I thought it was really weird when it was announced because Tomb Raider 1 has already been remade. It's called Tomb Raider Anniversary. It's really weird that Tomb Raider 1 is getting remade again. I mean, eventually we're probably gonna get that with Metal Gear Solid 1. Metal Gear Solid 1 already got remade for the GameCube, with Twin Snakes, and we're gonna get another Metal Gear Solid 1 game. But like, can you think of any other games that have already had multiple remakes that way? A Twin Snakes remake. Klonoa Daughter Phantom Isle, sort of. Klonoa Daughter Phantom Isle got remade on the Wii as Klonoa, and then got remade for the Fantasy Reverie series, except the Fantasy Reverie series is basically a port of the Wii remake. Skyrim never got remade. Skyrim's just been re-released. Right, I'm going to concentrate on this fight.
Excellent, Jack.
Done. 2-minute 49 ahead. We do have to get to the end of the credits, but that is the new Metal Gear Solid Trilogy world record. We don't have to do it again on Thursday. But MGS2 has plenty of time saved. I say there is a good chance that this is all if I had loading remove time, I should have done that. I should have added an extra loading remove time timer to live split, or done something so that we could still see the loading remove time. There is a very good chance that this would have been a PB just for Metal Gear Solid 3.
Why are you giving me this?
Jack.
Like I said, poetic. A few hours ago, like an hour or two before the stream started, my world record in Metal Gear Solid 1 console, very easy, any percent, got beaten, got verified. So I lost a world record today and immediately gained a new one back. This will be the second time I've held this world record. Why couldn't this have happened for AS? That's kind of what I was really hoping it was going to happen on Thursday, but sadly not. I should say it's not over yet. There is still plenty of time to screw this up. Power cut or some other shit. I don't want to jinx it. But, you know, or I accidentally Alt F4. Or something else stupid. There's a save boss. There's still a save boss to go here. No save bosses. 250. 250 ahead, apparently. Oh, keep an eye. I don't know where Eli is. Luckily, Alex is in bed and nowhere near the router, because that happened once. People might remember quite a long time ago, last year. I applied for an internal job change. I applied to be a junior project manager and didn't get the job. But my initial interview for that was on Teams, and I was working from home. And Alex pulled the phone line out. I lost internet during my interview. It's hilarious. But the guy who was interviewing me thought it was hilarious. It was like, don't worry about it. Don't stress. Don't get angry at him over it. It's all good. That was great. Delfino Blast getting ready with the DDoS. Oh god. Because yeah, the other thing is one thing that I don't do anymore, and I used to do it all the time, and it's really bad that I don't do it. I don't locally record my streams, and I really should. I used to all the time, but I got to a state where like it never becomes a problem anymore. I stream to YouTube and Twitch, so if one fails, I've got the other one. But I to be honest, I really should do them to locally record, particularly for runs where I think I'm going to get a world record. To shine. Oh. We swear he had world record. It's not world record until that timer comes to an end. The other nice thing about this is this wasn't just, I say on Thursday I missed out on it, but I think it was 36 seconds. This isn't me just clear. This isn't like, oh, it's so close to the wire or something like that. This is a significant time save. This is nearly 3 minutes over, which is a really nice position for a new world record. Actually, I say that this is because I said I missed out on it by about 36 seconds. So I've still got to take into account the game swap and all that. So I will work it all out correctly before the end. Yeah, we're looking about two minutes clear, I think. The current just for clarity's sake, so that we all know where we stand with this. But again, I'm going to do this on my phone rather than like Alt Tab out because I do not want to screw anything up that way. The current world record for this run in RTA is 2 hours, 46 minutes, and 51 seconds. My previous PB and the former world record was 2 hours, 49 minutes, and 55 seconds. So I am guessing we've still got 6 minutes. We've still got 6.5 minutes to go. So this should be a 2:45:30. There should be a 2:45:30, but we still got to remove the game swap. So it's probably somewhere around a 2:45. In fact, we can already see the game swap. Game swap time was 24 seconds for 2 and 28 seconds. 28 seconds, so 24 plus 28, 32, 52. So 52 seconds. So actually, this is not far off. This is going to be just over 2:44. A little over 2:44 because there's nearly a minute of game swap time to remove. Most of the run was just Palki. Let's consider that. Where is the time save in all of this? Boba could have been. It wasn't first try Boba. It was the second worst Palki. My liquid fight was bad, straight up bad. MGS2. I messed up. Shell 1. Shell 1 was a big set of errors. That was the main one. There's other bits elsewhere. I didn't do ladder glitch in and Tanker could always be a little bit better on Olga. She went left side. And I can't do the fast left side Olga. So Olga could have been a bit faster. Guard Rush can always be a little bit faster. I didn't do Ladder Glitch because I just didn't want to screw the run up there. Shell 1 was a complete mess. That's where I lost most of my time. I got the worst aims. You are correct. Aims was complete garbage. I did, however, get 5+1 Harrier. So that couldn't have been much better. Solidus was good. Apart from the transition to phase 2, I didn't get over to the middle quick enough. So he zoomed all the way across the other side, which is a second. And yeah, I got hit by that Claymore going into, again, that was kind of all part of getting into Shell 1 as well. Fat Man was, he went off to the left and I had to run round and hit him. So Fat Man could have been better as well. So yeah, there's a fair few bits in 2 that could have been better. But and we've already talked about 1. To be honest, 3. I forgot to equip the SVD for Volgin, so that was a couple of seconds. Shagohod phase 1 wasn't very good. And that's kind of it. Ocelot could have been slightly faster if I'd gone for headshots. Pain could have been slightly faster if I'd not whiffed a couple of hits. Fury could have been a bit faster if I got good RNG and I'd not got hit by him. Apart from that, there really isn't that much in MGS3. I say, I truly believe if I knew what my loading remove time for MGS3 was, this would be a PB. What I will do is we can reasonably compare it. If I can find my MGS3, if I can find my video for MGS3, very easy. I can at least look at my IGT. I'm not third. Oh, that's console. That's why. PC third. Yes, I am third place on the leaderboard. So yeah, I can't compare loading remove time because I haven't been using a loading remove time, but I can have a look at what the IGT was, and we can compare IGT because my IGT should be about the same, should still be consistent. As long as I wasn't using loading trick, it should still be, and I probably wasn't. I have no idea actually if I was or wasn't, but it should be somewhat consistent. My IGT for Metal Gear Solid 3 was 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 32 seconds. My RTA was 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 54 seconds, and my loading remove time was 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 24 seconds. That's the advantage of my run. I get to see all 3. When I do my MGS3 run, at the end of it, I see all 3. I have all 3 on screen. I have LRT, I have RTA, and I have IGT. So I can at least compare my RTA and my IGT to see if this would have been a. So from there, I can sort of go, okay, LRT would have been this. I mean, looking at where we are at the moment, my RTA is 1 hour. Is 1 hour and 7 minutes? Yes. We're just approaching 1 hour 7 minutes for RTA. Now my RTA was 105.54 for my so that might have been due to loading trick. I don't know. And boom! 2 hours, 45 minutes, and 30 seconds. My IGT 105.32 was my PB. This is 107.08. So yeah, unless that's a big loading time discrepancy, I don't know. Maybe I did make more mistakes in MGS3 than I realized.
Gentlemen,
But yeah, even I think if I go back, let's go back to multiple Metal Gears, Metal Gear Solid Trilogy. Even without taking into account game swap, this is already world record. Current world record's 2 hours 46:51. And my RTA is 2:45. So this is under 2:45. I think it might. Because I think I said I got a minute to take off. So this is a 2:44. I'll do the maths quickly. Have a look at my splits, the actual full times, and do the maths. I'm just gonna. I need to end my time so they register. Right, let me have a look. I need a note up. Right, what we got? So we have. Let me edit my splits. Have a look. Split time. So I have a final time of 2 hours 45 minutes 30 seconds. 0.938. From that, I need to remove a segment time of 27.688. And then for swapping between 1 and 2, I actually have two segment times because I have a false start time as well. 19.470 and 4.562. Trying to remember what's the best way of is there a website online where I can subtract time? Subtract time calculator. Let's see if this time calculator works. It doesn't go down to milliseconds, so that doesn't help. Or maybe it does. I'm going to try this. 2 hours, 45 minutes, 30 seconds, and 938 milliseconds minus 27 seconds, 688 milliseconds minus 19.47. Oh, what? Can I just do that? Minus, I'm going to do 19 seconds and 470 milliseconds minus 4 seconds, 562 milliseconds. See if that calculates. It's calculating. This site can't be reached. Unable to understand. It's not been able to understand my queries. Never mind. That was. Try another one. None of them have bloody milliseconds by default. Why do none of them like bloody milliseconds? You can add them in. I could do it in Excel. Oh, I don't have Excel, but I do have Google Sheets. There's an option. So 245 30.938. Why didn't that type? Where have I just typed that? 245 30.938. Can I have the? It is a duration, and I'd like that to go to 3 decimal places, please. Okay, it is at 3 decimal places when I look at the cell. 27.688, 19.47, 4.562. Let's just make sure that those are all being formatted as durations. Okay, I formatted them as durations, and then the others completely screwed up. So I'm going to type those again. 19.470 and 4.562. Right. And then equals that minus that minus that minus that for a final time of minus 1,200. What? I think I've got to go 0. Fuck's sake. 0, 0. I've got to do it like that. No, it's not tough. So put in the bloody decimals. Stop rounding. Why are you rounding? This is pissing annoying. Google Sheets is now deciding to round it for some bizarre reason when I haven't asked it to. It hasn't done it for other things. Is it because you're now not formatting? Is it a duration? No, it was because it changed the formatting. This is 0, 0. 27.688. Right, I'm going to copy that into those two and type over that. 19.47. Right, I'm finally getting it. I'm getting it. I've done it. 4.562. Boom. Minus that, minus that, minus that, minus that, minus that. Right. Finally, I'm done. I've done it. My final time corrected is 2 hours, 44 minutes, and 39 seconds. Ba-ba! 2:44:39. Assuming that as yes. If you want an exact 2 hours, 44 minutes, 39 seconds, and 218 hundredths of a second. So 2:44:39. There we go, folks. Your new world record in under 2 hours and 45 minutes. The first time the trilogy has been beaten in under 2 hours and 45 minutes. Could it be done in under 2:40? I think so. I do think this could be done in under 2 hours and 40 minutes. I don't see any reason why that could not be a thing. But probably needs a far better MGS2 runner than I. I've said many times before I am not a very good MGS2 runner. But that it could, if someone really wanted to go for it, you definitely could do this in under 2. To be fair, there's not a huge amount left in that. I don't know what my sum of best is because I don't have it on these splits. I know it won't be 100% accurate, but I can quickly add it to check. Sum of best is 2 hours 41:41. That's probably slightly under because there'll be a couple of splits that are incorrect there. So actually, getting this under 2:40 would be tough. Will you try to take back your Shadow Moses trilogy record if I grab it? Maybe? I have no idea. I can't remember how good that record is. It's probably not very good. I mean, my MGS1 is much better than it was back then, so there's some time saved there. My Twin Snakes, I can't remember how good it was, but there's probably not that much in it. MGS4, MGS4 will be for Act 4 of MGS4. There's only 2 bits that really matter, and that is the fight against Crying Wolf and the fight against Metal Gear Ray. There are quick kills on both of them. If you get both of them, you have a good run. If you don't get either, if you miss either of them, you have a bad run, and that's it. The rest of it is really, really straightforward, and there is nothing else to really worry about. Everything else just happens really easily. Yeah, if you've been watching the VOD of this, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Go check out some of my other runs. I have other multiple Metal Gear runs if you're interested. I am also the world record holder for the Shadow Moses trilogy, as we've just been talking about, which is MGS1, Twin Snakes, and Act 4 of Metal Gear Solid 4. Which other multiple Metal Gears have I done? I'm going to quickly just have a look on my Speedrun.com profile. I've done the Metal Gear duology, the Metal Gear trilogy. Metal Gear duology, I'm 3rd place. That's Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. Metal Gear trilogy, I don't think I ever actually submitted a run. I did it during a charity marathon, and I think something went wrong with the recording or like the split, so I never actually did it. That's Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, and Metal Gear Ghost Babel all back to back. I've only ever done it once. I'm the world record holder for the all Frog Tags trilogy, so that's Twin Snakes, all Dog Tags, MGS2, all Dog Tags, MGS3, all Keratons. I am 2nd place in Master Collection Volume 1, so that's Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear 2, Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, all from the Master Collection. And that's it. I've done 5. So yeah, go check some of those out. Go check out some of my PBs in these individual. I have better runs of all 3 of the games you've just seen individually. So you go check those out. Yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Yeah, if you enjoy Metal Gear, I'm going to be learning Phantom Pain next. Bye. Oh.